Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Lawson with Custom Offsets. In today's video, we're doing another episode of Employee Rides. I got my buddy Dustin with me, and we're going to be taking a look at a couple trucks, a couple cars, maybe a Jeep or something, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing in this video today. If you guys need wheels, tires, suspension, customoffsets.com. See you guys in the next one. Just kidding, that's outro.
That's the outro. This is the intro. So let's get started, Lawson. Up first is Hunter's F150. That's Hunter with 2 T's, or Hunt-a-Tur,
yes,
as we like to call him.
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure what year this is, but let's go around the F150 here, just talk about it a little bit.
Yep, so Hunter's actually rocking stock suspension, which I just found out a couple minutes ago, which is pretty interesting.
The man's wild.
Yeah. He stuffed 20x12 Centerline Quakes, which is a newer wheel from Centerline. Really dig these, super busy, but I like the style. He's also got 33 12.5 Toyo Open Country AT3s. And yeah, he literally rubs everywhere. Yeah.
Literally pulling out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Every quarter turn he's rubbing. So man's just straight up.
He's super cool. You guys probably have seen him in some of our from the galleries, this or that. Super short kid, but really loves this stock suspension, wide wheel and tire. I really dig it as well. He's one of our marketers. So also we got Rough Country light bar up front. We also got the Raptor style grill up front as well. Yep. And just overall a really nice looking truck, a really nice start for his build. Yeah, I know Hunter came in and had a pretty stock F-150. He's only been here for a couple months, so to see him kind of take it and already have wheels and tires, and he's got big plans for this thing, it's super cool to see him kind of, to watch that whole build progress as it takes place. Yeah, so. Absolutely. Right on. All right, Lawson, so here we've got one that I'm super excited about. This is Jerry's Silverado, probably one of my favorite builds here at Custom Offsets. Take us around this one a little bit. All right, so there's a lot of history with this truck. This truck was, from the start with Sean. This was CO24. We did a bunch of debuts and wheels and tires and swapping. This was in a lot of videos and stuff back in the day. Jerry really wanted to get into the truck game, and this was his route. Sean was looking to sell it. Jerry scooped it up and then took it to what it is today. So what he's doing is he's rocking 24-14 Crown Series victories. The cool thing about these victories is he's got the black face, but he's got the white barrel. He's doing this black and white theme. He's also got the Federal Explorer MTs in the 37-13.5. And he's also got a 7.5-inch Vertex coilover from Rough Country, which I think is a fantastic option. You can get into a coilover for pretty good price point. Sub
$3,000 for a full coilover kit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
super sweet. And then past that, he's got his RBP grill. He's got the little light bars in the grill. I think that's a fantastic option, as well as these track bars. Now, these track bars are sick. Yeah, they look super dope. Yeah, I think just because I'm so used to track bars they're so solid. Yep. And his are so thin. Yeah, they have that weird diagonal cutout. Yeah, it's we want our thin spokes. We also want our thin track bars. I don't know. But there's something about it that I really dig. But. For real. No, I love this thing. I know he doesn't have them in yet, but he's got Morimoto headlights coming for this, which is super cool. Heads and tails, I should say, which is going to kind of tie it all together. But I like this thing. It's cool because it's this is a work truck, and interior wise, it's got the rubber floor, but it looks super good. You never know it on the outside. And he pretty much eats, sleeps, breathes Archon, which is you see his decal, and he's been doing graphics for CL and transferred to Archon when Archon launched, and now he's one of the higher ups for Archon. And he's been killing it. So right on. All right, Lawson. So here we have Zac's F150. Zac is our VP of technology, I believe. VP of technology. He's pretty high up there now. So this is his F150. We actually did a build on this, but take us around it a little bit. Tell us what's going on. All right, so, hey, quiet down! Trying to make movies here! All right, so what we got here is gonna be a 6-inch super lift, and then he's actually on some Fuel Rebels in a 20x12, and then he's also got some Fuel Gripper ATs and a 325/60, which actually is gonna come out to a 35, about 13.5. So other than that, he's got Rough Country bumpers, and he's also got Rough Country light bar and cubes inside the bumper, and just overall a really nice truck. I know he goes fishing, does a lot of stuff with this truck, so to see it as a work truck but still look nice is always fun to see. He tows the boat a lot. He's got he's from the UP, so he goes off on logging trails and stuff a lot, and he's got this cute little 50 cal. Yeah. Look at the bullet. The little bullet guy. Yeah. He's a cute little guy. Yeah. So I really like this truck. It's put together well, and it works good for what he needs. So yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of different people around here. A lot of people who build their trucks differently. Obviously, I don't pull boats and stuff with my truck, but Zac does, and it works really well. Correct. Awesome. All right, so next on our list is actually Junior's G35
G35,
Yep.
7, G35.
G35.
I knew that. So not only does he have the Bronco,
Which we got right here, but we're not ready to talk about that yet.
he also has this thing. So tell us a little bit about this.
So if you guys don't know Junior 1, he's like in charge of a ton of stuff. He's always running around with his head cut off. He does videos for us. He's part of Archon. He's part of a bunch of different stuff, but he likes to live on both sides of the world. He likes his car. He likes his Bronco. He's always into really unique, cool stuff. And this thing is super unique. So this, like you said, this is G35. He's sitting on airlift suspension. He's sitting on 3-piece Concept 1 wheels. I remember when we got these things are hot. And then he's also on 255/35 stretch tires. So obviously you guys can see his tires are stretched quite a bit with his wheels being a 19 by 12.5, stretching a tire all the way around that, and then being able to tuck and lay his car on the ground. His fitment is immaculate.
Fantastic.
It's exactly what you would want. So past that, he did a full interior swap. So this thing was tan because G35 luxury, they did like the tan stuff. His car is all black. He did full black swap, everything. Yeah, I remember seeing his garage. He had a like wrecked or a G35 that he didn't care about, or I think it was a G35, might have been a 37, whatever. But his garage was a mess
Just
because
parts
he was
everywhere.
just taking stuff out, putting stuff in. It was a huge process, and to see it come to life was super dope. The other thing that I really dig is actually his carbon fiber hood. Now, this is a carbon fiber hood, but the reason why you can't really see the carbon is not because we're in the shade, it's because it's tinted carbon. So it is a full carbon hood, but it's got tinted clear coat, which is giving it that black feel. And then if you see it just in the sunlight just right, you can tell that it is carbon. I think that's super sick.
Yeah, you gotta get really close to see that. I think I appreciate most about this car is his fitment setup. So he tucks in the front, he sits pretty much fender to lip in the rear. It just looks really good. And you can tell that he spent a lot of time on this car, really dialing it in and making it what he wanted it to. So.
Yeah, especially a G35 that'll, you know, in the car scene, you've really seen fall off the earth.
Correct, yep.
You know, for him to see, you know, he's had this thing for quite a while, so to still see it turning heads around town is pretty cool.
It's pretty dope. All right, guys, up next we have Patrick's BMW M3. Now, Patrick is one of our suspension team members, and he actually brought this car all the way up from his place in Illinois so we can take a look at it today. So take us around it.
All right, so this is going to be a 2011 BMW M3. He's sitting on 19-inch ZCP wheels, 255s in the front, 275s in the rear, and then he's on some H&R Sport springs. And then past that, I mean, you're talking exhaust, mufflers, there's downpipe, there's intake, there's tune, there's floating center caps. I need them. Everything's done, man. The headlights, he's gone through the whole thing. And the crazy thing is, it just sits with really good fitment.
Yeah.
And looking at it, you wouldn't think you just think, I don't know, you know, it's just an M3 that sits really nice.
Correct. It makes good power. It looks good. It's got kind of that OEM Plus look, which I love a ton. You know, it's not super attention seeking, but also super rowdy on the street. So.
Yeah, especially in this color too as well. I really dig it, so.
All right, Lawson, here's what I'm super excited for. This is Andrew Bronson's slammed, imported, right-hand drive Honda Odyssey. How much do you know about this?
This is a van.
This is a slammed minivan.
This is a van. If you think of Odysseys, they're typically a lot higher than this thing.
For real.
But like, it's an Odyssey. I thought it was a wagon. That's how slammed it was. I didn't think it was an actual minivan.
Yeah. So we had a bunch of you guys ask for this. Actually, you saw this kind of creeping in the background of our first video, and so we thought we'd give you a full walk around on it. So.
Yeah. So he's actually sitting on some 18x9 Wed Sports. This wheel is actually discontinued, you were saying.
Yep.
Which is super cool. And then he's actually running Continental Extreme Contacts in a 245. Dude, those tires are whack. Oh my God. CustomOffsets.com. It's right there. Turn
just
right.
pull in and get some.
He's also on some Continental Extreme Contact 245 40s. And then, like we said, suspension-wise, he's slammed.
He's slammed,
That's all you need to know. He's on the ground. He also has, like, Japanese plates on this thing. It's right-hand drive. This thing's sick.
Imported from Japan, if you guys didn't know. So it's super cool. Yeah. Best part about this thing is he won this van on a raffle.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me.
And paid $400.
$400, and he has this dope little van thing. It's super cool.
Yeah, it is super cool. He loves this thing, so it's super cool to see that he was just like, hey, whatever, I'll enter in this raffle, and now it's turned into his show vehicle.
And now he has this.
And now he works at Fit Ministry. So it all came together.
For
it
real.
made sense. So.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this episode of Employee Rides. Once again, thank you for stopping by, checking out this video. Let us know down in the comment section below what you guys think. And if you guys need wheels, tires, suspension for your truck, CustomOffsets.com. And if you need wheels, tires, suspension for your van or car, FitMinistries.com. See you guys in the next one.